Bam, I got really into history like a couple years ago, and I didn't understand how relevant that was going to be for today. Basically, 100 years ago in America, there was the same wealth disparities that we see now. There were like the billionaires of that time, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, JP Morgan type people, and then just everybody else, like honestly working in factories, and it was like terrible. They didn't even have weekends. 100 years ago, we solved this non-violently through legislation. Teddy Roosevelt broke up the big corporations and the trusts, and then FDR basically taxed the rich down to the middle class layer, which we all like grew up in and was the defining characteristic of America for the past like 50, 60 years. Now we're back to where we were 100 years ago. And there's going to be like AI job displacement, which will probably hit the same levels of the Great Depression, if not worse. And we're going to have to face similar decisions yet again. So I hope that we can do this at an even more elevated level where we do it through legislation and peacefully and actually do it smart so this doesn't keep happening. It's important to know that we solved this without a big revolution. We could have one this time, but we did it before without one. And isn't it always better to do it peacefully? So this is going to be the defining moment of our era as we enter in the change of the world with AI. Like, how are we going to handle this? Are we going to let the billionaires try to RoboCop us and control everything? Or are we going to create an even better version of the middle class that we created 100 years ago? Because honestly, the middle class still had the poverty class below that, which like life kind of sucked for that. So can we now, with these new tools and new intelligence and like all this experience of human life, can we come up with something better? Yes, but we have to actively try. It's not enough just to complain and point fingers. We actually need to put together solutions. UBI, I don't think the money's there. I don't think that's actually going to work. I've run the numbers. I don't think it works. So we need a better solution. We need to be talking about this all the time. There's actually nothing more important that we should be talking about as far as like how we can reorganize as a society that benefits everybody. The communism, capitalism, socialism, fascism, all those isms are old ideas. We are new people. We have new tools at our disposal, and we can come up with new ideas. These are the conversations that we need to be having. You should talk to everybody about it. We should be talking to each other about it. Share it in the comments, and let's come up with something that actually works. If we do nothing, then the billionaires who think about this kind of thing will dictate how this whole thing plays out. So if we don't engage in the conversation, we have no say how it goes. If we do engage in the conversation, we have a say how it goes. That's what we need to be talking about. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to be making a lot of videos on my vision for the